Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to continue to do problem solving with whole numbers. And we're going to start. Can you still remember last time we did ratios, right? Today we're going to do rate. Now, a rate is a comparison that provides information such as rands per hour or kilometers per hour, for example. So what is the word that we must look for is per. The word per usually indicates that we are dealing with rate, okay? So rate can be written in different ways. It can be written as a colon or as a fraction, or just simply in words. We can use words to express rate. So let me show you an example. The school rents 6 buses to transport 300 learners to a sport event. Work out the rate of learners per bus. Okay. So now this problem we can write in different ways. We can write it as there's 6 buses per 300 learners, like in words as we said. Or with a colon, 6 buses for 300 learners. The easiest way for me is to do it in a form of a fraction. So we're going to write 6 buses for 300 learners. The reason for saying this is we're going to see in the next slide. So if we have to work out a ratio, we always have to express it in its simplest form. Now that's why I said it's much easier to do it in a form of a fraction. So for example, we've got the 6 buses for 300 learners. To work that in the simplest form, we're going to see, yes, we can divide 6 into 6, and 6 can also go into 300. So what we do at the top, we do at the bottom. So we can see 6 divided by 6 will give us 1. 300 divided by 6 will give us 50. So we must write it out. Remember, it's a word problem. So we're going to write, so the rate is 1 bus, 1 to 50, meaning 1 bus for 50 learners. Cool. Right, let's do another example. Say, for example, they ask us, write the rate in a simplified fraction, 8 phone lines for 36 employees. Okay, so now we know we can write it in a word, 8 lines per 36 employees, or we can write 8 to 36. But like I said, the best for me is to do it in a form of a fraction. There's 8 lines for 36 employees. So we can see, to simplify it, we can see we can divide 8 there, and we can divide 8 here. So this is going to give us 1 over 4. So then we're going to write, there's going to be 1 phone line for every 4 employees. Okay, remember you've got to answer it in a sentence. Cool. Same here. And give it to us in a simplified fraction, 6 flight attendants for 200 passengers. So again, we can do it in a word, 6 per 200. We can do it in a ratio format like that, or we're going to say 6 over 200. And if we simplify that, we're going to see we're going to divide. What can we divide here? So it's not as easy as those, where 6 will not go into 200. So how are we going to divide that? Let's try and make it simpler. We can divide this by 2. We're going to divide this by 2. So I think the simplest format here is to say there's going to be 3 flight attendants, for every 100 passengers. So this is how you're going to answer that one. Cool. Say, for example, instead of 6, they changed it to 10 flight attendants for 200 passengers. So what would we do then? I just want to take that one out. So let's do, say, 10 for 200 passengers. So if we do it like that, 10 over 200, there's easy. We can divide it by 10 at the top and 10 at the bottom. And we're going to get 20 passengers for every one flight attendant for every 20 passengers. So it's one flight attendant, you're going to write it out, for every 20 passengers. Cool. Right. There's another thing that we can do with whole numbers. Profit or loss. Now, I think you know this. Profit is the difference between the selling price and the cost price for an article. So you have got a chocolate and you pay 10 Rand for that chocolate, but your friend really wants that chocolate, so you're going to sell it at 12 Rand. So you're going to make how much money? Correct, 2 Rand. So now, your cost price was 10 Rand, your selling price was 12 Rand. The difference then will be your profit. So let's work it out. Profit is the difference between the selling price and the cost price of an article. Remember the 12 Rand for the chocolate versus the 10 Rand that you paid for it. If the selling price is less than the cost price, so now your friend said she's only got 8 Rand. And you feel sorry for her and you see she really wants it. So you sell it at 8 Rand, the chocolate at 8 Rand. So you're making a loss because you paid 10 Rand for it, you're selling it at 8, so you made a loss of 2 Rand. Okay. So the shopkeepers, this is now just between you and your friend, but shopkeepers are really going to make sure that they don't sell anything at a loss. Correct? So if a shopkeeper purchases his goods at a certain price, the amount is called the cost price. Just look at that. Cost price or CP. The price that the shopkeeper sells the good then at will be the selling price or SP. So the formula for your profit then is profit or loss, like in the case of the chocolate, can be calculated by the selling price minus the cost price. Okay, so example, if Sally paid 260 Rand for her flowers and she sold the bunch of flowers for 500 Rand, how much profit did she make? So if you get this type of question in a test, you know your cost price was 260, the selling price was 500, so a profit will then be 500 minus 260, so the profit will be 240 Rand. And then you must write, Sally made 240 Rand profit. Cool. Let's do an example. A butcher buys meat for 900 Rand and sells the meat to his customers at a profit. If his income from the meat is 180 Rand, how much profit does he make on his meat? So I want you to pause it and I'm going to see you just now and we're going to work out the answer and see if you're correct. Cool. Right. Let's see whether you were correct. Remember, we work with the cost price, the selling price, and the profit. So a butcher buys his meat for 900 Rand, so that is the cost price. And if his income from the meat is 180 Rand, so he sells the meat. This is what he gets in. His selling price is 1,800. So how much profit does he make? Remember our formula, profit is selling price minus cost price. So that is 1,800 minus 900. So that is 900 Rand. So the butcher made 900 Rand profit. Got it? Do you understand? Right. So now I really enjoyed this. We're going to see you in the next lesson for more problem solving with whole numbers.